Yo, I found a cool bot that allows you to create AI bots without coding.
Now this bot can generate images and videos and even make your dead server active again. Yeah, that one.
Introducing you guys to Nurmonics. This bot can generate images and video, but along with that, it can also work as a support to answer your server members' questions and welcome your new members. Now, let's head to Nurmonic Dashboard. At the top right-hand side, click Sign In. After signing in, you'll find this interface. At the bottom left-hand side, just next to Upgrade to Premium, you will find Dark Mode. Click that to save your eyes. Since I already have a bot in my server, I see this. But for you, it will force you to add the bot to your server first to explore the dashboard. Now, adding the bot to your server is mad easy. But if you have a bot like Wick that can ban unauthorized bots, first disable that temporarily in its Join Gate feature. Now the bot can be easily added to your server. Once the bot is added, create a separate channel and name it Chat with whatever your bot's name is. Then go to Server Settings and Roles. It's completely up to you whether you want to position Nurmonic bot to the top in the roles or below your staff roles. This is also your decision to give the bot admin perm or not. If you are using more than one feature, you can give admin perm. But if it's just one feature, go to the bot channel that we created. Go to its permissions, select Nurmonic, and start giving the perm that I am giving. Just copy me. There we go.
Alright, so we will run a few commands here. The first command will give the bot a dedicated channel to chat. It will chat only in this channel if it doesn't have admin perm. The second command is the opposite. It will remove the dedicated channel that was previously set. And then there's a command for dashboard too. But you can just Google Nurmonic and go to its dashboard. Do whatever takes your fancy.
We are in Nurmonic's dashboard. On the left-hand side, you'll find a lot of panels. We will go through them one by one. So here, you can select the server. Here you can choose the AI models. Right now there are 3 of them: Gemini 2.5 Flash, Nurmo, and Grok. I'll just pick Gemini here. Grok is uncensored and for premium, so be careful with that if your server is family-friendly. Now, let's start with the Discover panel. Just like ShapeBots, you will find all the pre-made personalities of popular figures, like Hollywood celebrities, political figures, anime characters, and so on. All the categories are mentioned here. I'll show you how to add a bot to your server. Either you can pick any character here, or you can just go to its category and pick anyone you want. Or, if you can't find anyone here that you want, just scroll up and search that character. I know you already added channel with the command, but you can do it here again. After that, you will find a profile. You can change its name and avatar. I think it's great because I don't have to keep going to Discord, portal, whatever. After scrolling down, you can write the character's description. If you are not creative enough, you can use Generate AI here. Or just use the AI of your choice. Here you will need to write its personality traits. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, you would know what personality Goku has. You might even know what he loves, hates, and other things. Like he loves to fight and spar strong opponents. This feature is in beta, but you can allow bot to join voice chat and chat with you. We can hold off on it and focus on trying out just text-based conversation. Now, if you watch Dragon Ball, you would know that Goku sounds exactly like this. Now the fun part is, you can add more than one character in your server. Let's add Vegeta, who's also from the same show, but he's Goku's nemesis. Here, we will pick a different channel. The AI has already created a description for him. Therefore, you don't need to add his personality, his likes, loves, and hates. Just leave those parts blank and click Save Changes. Now head back to the Discord. Now remember, I didn't add both bots in the same channel.
Let's try to have a chat with Vegeta. If you don't know, Vegeta's personality is the polar opposite of Goku. Now here's the fun fact. In this channel, you'll find Vegeta. But in the other channel, we will find Goku, whom we previously chatted with. So there we have it. It's doing a great job. But does it work in channels too? So that's why I joined voice channel. I ran this command to add the bot. Now, if you run this command in the channel where Goku is active, I'm assuming only Goku will join.
Let's try this. Hello Goku, how are you?
Okay, it's not working. Now, I think there's a good reason to it. In Plugin Panel, they mentioned that their voice feature is coming soon, but I just showed you how you can use it when it comes out in the future.
So far, we have learned about how the pre-made bot works. But how about if you want to make your own bot? That's what we are going to do it now. Just click Character at the second panel. You will see this interface. Given that 2 channels are already dedicated for Goku and Vegeta, you need to pick the 3rd channel. So let's do it. I'll pick Bot channel. After that, we will create the bot's profile by writing the name, adding the PFP, and all that basic stuff. In character description, either you can write it yourself, but if you're not creative, you can use AI to write it for you. I mean, both ways work, but AI requires premium. But it will also add likes, dislikes, whatever. You can scroll down and add the personality traits, likes and dislikes, just like we did for Son Goku, or you can leave it out. It also has different voices for male and female that you can try it out during voice chatting with the bot. But it falls under premium. And here we have it. I had a small conversation with Pixie bot. If you want to see all your previous bots, check it here in character. You can make changes if you want to. Now we will move to the 3rd option, Mood. Here you can set the behavior of the bot even more. They've already set it, but if you want to customize it more, you can do it. Things like tone, you can use auto mood toggle too. But I usually keep things as they are and trust the developers. Now we will move to AI Engine, which is the 4th feature. Under this feature, you can set the length of the bot's messages. I mean, whether you want the bot to give long explanations or short ones, you can set that here. But if your bot is working just fine, you should just leave it as it is. But you know what? I will enable the safe mode toggle here. As for image generation and slang mode, that's really your choice. Now I will give you an ultimate guide on how to train your AI bot so it can work as a support staff for you. It is very simple. Click Add Memory. Now keep one thing in mind. The small context section means question, just take it that way. And memory content section means answer. We can add any server-related questions that members frequently ask in my server. Oh my god, where do I change the name? In answer section, just add the channel's name. In importance, select Hi. Since the memory has been added, let's test out if the bot answers our question. We'll ask, where can I change the name? There we go, you've learned how to train your AI bot. I mean, imagine some schools take thousands of dollars just to teach their students this thing. Now in the background, I have added more information to the bot, like all the channels of my server, birthdays, and all the important informations. You can pause to check everything. I have just added server rules. Based on the info I've added, I will ask this bot some tricky questions just to see if it has memorized everything and can answer stuff. I mean, it answered my birthday, so that's a W. Okay, so I'll ask some tricky question to see if it works this time. Even the reply time is great. It doesn't take too long. Anyway, I hope you got the gist of what AI bot memory is. You can add as many questions as you can. However, one suggestion though, keep the backup of all the memory in Google Doc or anything where you can save. If something happens to the bot in the future, you'll lose all the hard work and you have to do it again for a different bot. Now, we'll focus on reply triggers. Unlike AI memory that can learn certain stuff and interpret it in their own way, this feature is different. I will tell you the difference as we use it. It has 2 types. First, you can make command trigger. Let's do Pixie command, and then write the reply on who Pixie is. And click Add Command. Make sure that in Always Answer Channels, that particular channel is added. You can mention Ignore channel where you don't want the bot to respond to the triggers. Now, let's go back to the server to try it out. So, yeah, the difference is, reply triggers work like autoresponder. It will copy-paste exactly the same thing you mentioned, unlike memory feature. This is the second type of keyword trigger. You can add certain words like Hi Pixie or Hello Pixie. The bot will respond to only that message. Isn't that cool? So yeah, the bot responds only to those 2 words.
Now there's this welcome AI feature, but I can't find a place to add the welcome channel even though I spent hours to find it. I guess it's in beta right now, that's why it's not there. It's the same for its support feature. I was also unable to find a place to add a channel dedicated for support. But don't worry, this feature is similar to the memory feature. You can add all the knowledge inside the memory and ask your bot any questions related to the server. You can go back to check how the memory feature works. I've added chapters in the video. Now there was an unexpected twist. I emailed the owner about this troubleshooting and they fixed the issue. So now we have a section where we can add channels for welcome and support. This is relatively easy. You just need to add a welcome channel, then go to your Discord server and give Nurmonic the permissions in the welcome channel. If the bot has admin perms, you don't need to do any of this. Now we can test it out.
Guess what? It's working. Now, let's shift our attention to Nurmonic support. This one is super simple too. You enable the ticket support and answer to all messages. And just like how we added info in memory, we will do the same here. First, there will be question, and then your answer. Now you can add as many as you can, but it should be related to the server. Then select a ticket channel. Yes, you need to make a separate ticket channel for this. Alright, so we are at the testing phase. I'll ask the same question here. It works well. So, the next feature is plugins. This is pretty much self-explanatory. You can decide what you want your bot to send. Then there are advanced features like Video Maker, TikTok videos, Google Images, Meme Generator, and so on. You can use this command to generate images, but since it's in Premium, you can't use it unless you purchase it. Now I tried to generate a video too, but it didn't work. I guess.
Now let's say you have its premium. You can enjoy its premium features like dictionary, weather, crypto prices, Wikipedia, and so on. It is quite exciting though. Hey guys, here is a quick breakdown of Nurmonic pricing. Basic is free with simple features and a 5 message per minute limit. Premium is $6.49 per month for voice chat, uncensored models, and 30 messages minute limit. Professional is $10.99 monthly for huge servers, API access, and 100 messages per minute. Now, I've seen a lot of people in my comments complaining about AI tools charging subscription fees, but here's the reality. Running AI isn't cheap. Developers have to pay massive compute fees for GPU processing and API usage every time you send a prompt, which adds up fast. So, yep. That is it. If you face any problems, join Nurmonic's support server. I have added their invite link to the video's description. And I want to thank all of those who have subscribed to my channel. Take care, everyone.